pulled out the Goshen Walmart. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can fix it. There we go. Get my GPS out of y'all's way. But yeah, just pulled out the Goshen Walmart, and some people refer to it as the Amish Walmart. But we're on the way over here to Goshen Yard. It's, I don't know, maybe a mile. Not even that. I don't know. I'm finna go here and see what we got. And I figured I'll just give y'all a little shot of pulling in, and I may drive around the yard and see what it's like. So I guess that's Synergy's yard right there. They look a little empty, or maple tree. Yeah, we'll pull over here and I'll ride through and just show y'all basically what the yard's looking like and all that mess. So I'm sort of anxious to see too. Too early. I'm not a morning person. I don't like getting up in the morning. I like sleeping till my body tells me I can get up. Of course, I don't sleep that good at night neither, so, and it's hard for me to get to sleep at night. Yeah, I don't know. We're pretty bare. I got a lot of Colemans in here. I don't know if these are a bunch of FEMA trailers. Normally FEMA trailers are the little cheaper trailers with no slides. They got a lot of them in here. So I'll turn around and just sort of ride back through, but let me get my paperwork running there and get everything done. I'll be right back. Okie doke, I'm back. Yeah, I'll pull around here and just let y'all see. All them Colemans and you see the ones lined up right there. This sort of like 3 in a row. Multi-haul guy get those. I don't know why they ain't got them on there on a multi-haul, because they're short enough. I need to get out here and cut the grass. I think last time I was here at Goshen, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was here, but I got bit by a spider, and it swole up and big red and puffy and hot, and right, I mean, it was real hot right there around it. But it was right on sort of like the back part of my leg. But now all them right there, I don't know if I just said this or not, I may have. All them are going to Canada, is what she said. And I have an Arcadia fifth wheel. Normally fifth wheels are way over there, but I just saw them right here, so I'm gonna check these, see. Let's see, 551335. Well, no wonder. How's an Arcadia travel trailer? I'm looking for a fifth wheel. I'm still half asleep. But anyway, give y'all a little idea what the yard looks like. As y'all can see, ain't nothing. Normally them roads right there are just completely packed on both sides. Yeah, little pop-up campers over here. Hopefully one of these three right here, or there's a couple more down there. But I'm finna show y'all guys something. I'm gonna show you something that you do not want. 1 3 3 5 5 5. That's mine. Alright, I'm finna show y'all something y'all don't want. They say that you gotta, I guess, break yourself in every once in a while. You gotta pull at least one of them. You do not want to pull one of those. That's 2 stories. What they say, bedroom is basically a loft up above. But anyway, that's called a park model, and that's exactly what it is a park model. You see right there on the sides how it has the tie downs like mobile homes do. That's why you can tie that sungun down and leave it. You park it and you leave it. It's not made to drive up and down or pull up and down the road. Them things are heavy on the front. They're heavy, period. The front of them's flat, so you're getting bad wind dynamics. Alright. Maybe I won't get snake bit. Or spider bit. Whatever, but alright, let's get out here and check this out. Alright guys, this is what we're getting. 39-foot Arcadia. Numbers 55135. Normally they'll be, you know, like I said, you'll have a sticker right there, or normally they're somewhere on the pin box, or like that, 1335. But they'll be somewhere written, either right there on the bottom or on the pin box or somewhere up there, so that way you can drive by and see it. And this thing's pretty. Somebody dropped this thing pretty high in the front. But anyway, come over here and let's see. You can even look at this paperwork if they ain't got that. And basically, that number I just gave you is going to be part of the bin. So, NL551335. NL551335. So, as far as now, this is the camper. So what we'll do now is go around and look for paperwork. And there it is. How about that? Normally it's right there, or it could be in the door. Whatever. What I do, I put my paperwork back in here, and I'll look through here. There's the title. I ain't gonna show you all the title. I'll let y'all glance at it. Anyway, could be confidential, top secret. Might need a security clearance, I don't know. Anyway, GVWR is 13.8. Shipping weight is 11.6. That ain't bad for a 39-foot fifth wheel. The guy at my local dealership, he said, because they don't put a lot of junk in here, but probably it's plus made out of lighter stuff, so it's probably cheaper made, I don't know. But anyway, just match your VIN up. So got 4 YD. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all notice anything in that VIN? Fart. Y'all see that? FYD FART, fart. I'll be daggone. That's something to get you going in the morning, won't it? 26 NL 551335. Be sure to check that VIN over real good. Some people accidentally get a number backwards. Say they may get that, they may say 553135. They may just be glancing over it real quick and get that one number messed up. Or they could be looking at it real quick and they may think that that R could be a P. And they may just look at it wrong, and then boom, they got the wrong trailer. The trailer they got was maybe they was picking up a trailer going to California, and the trailer they actually picked up was going to Florida. Well, you got the wrong camper and took it all the way to California, and guess what? Sorry, Charlie, but you just took that load for free, and you're gonna be bringing it back for free. I would sure hate to make that run. But anyway, before you hook up, you notice I'm parked sideways. That way it doesn't even look like I'm hooked up. So, I haven't went over this yet. I just pulled up, just same as y'all. So, y'all going through this with me. Got a wire hanging down there. I don't know what that's doing. Anyway, just look over it. Make sure there ain't no scratches. Make sure your decals ain't peeling. Make sure you ain't got no dents. Ain't nothing broken. If it looks like a dirty spot, wipe it off just to make sure. Look underneath. See how that is right there, sort of bent a little bit? Some of them may say something, some may not. I don't know. I know if it was my camper, I wouldn't like it. But anyway, let's back up. Sun sort of in the eyes. Just look down it. I'll let y'all look ahead of me because I'm gonna go ahead and look at these. You see, like that front window, see that little spot right there? I think it's just some kind of dirt, I don't know, but I can't reach up there. So just document it. Take a picture of it. In this case, I'm making a video. So, like I said, just go through, make sure everything's good, make sure your doors are shut. Look it over real good. Don't get no hurry. Make sure your furnace cover, make sure that pin right there is turned and locked. Come over here and kick your tires. I ain't gonna torque them down right here in this tall grass. I'll get, after I get hooked up, I'll pull it out, then I'll torque them down. But make sure you torque your wheels. Make sure you're basically what they call your shit cap. Make sure it's on, which they are. Normally they're hanging down, but these are on. So I think that's just some dirt or smudge up at the top. But just in case. Again, I can't reach it. So come back here and look at the back. Make sure your lights are back here. Again, make sure there's no damage to the back. Make sure your spare tire, make sure it's got air in it. Make sure it's on there good. You don't want it falling down. Not just the tire, make sure the bracket's on there good. Make sure your ladder, everything's good on it. Yeah, just get on the side. Just look over everything. Like some little chalk or something, I don't know. Like I said, it's something that, just look at it. Wipe it. Could just be dirt. Could be some bird shit, I don't know. Just don't lick it after you do it. Yeah. Anyway. Kick the tire. Make sure all the screws and everything are in your little plastic fairing things right here. Side skirting, whatever. Make sure they ain't coming off. They ain't got two doors. Must be a bunkhouse. Get that right there. So yeah, it just needs a bath. But everything looks good. So just make sure, and just watch it. That thing right there's got grease all over it. So, and I just got it on me. Or set it up there. There ain't nothing you can really do. Check the top. I mean, if you want to climb up there, I guess they don't want to, because liability issues. But we can check for keys. You should have done this a while ago. But sometimes they're in right here in the furnace. Yep. Right, Lyle. Sometimes they'll be zip tied on there a little bit too tight where you can't get them off. So you gotta cut the zip tie, and I think I'm gonna be able to get them. Yeah. I'll just lock that back down. There's your keys. And what I do, sorry, I'm right-handed, so I gotta have the keys in my right hand. And I go around. Now this don't make no sense. Why do they want to give you that many keys to one unit? That makes absolutely no sense. Usually one color goes to the door, another color goes to whatever. See? So I just locked out. Make sure all your doors lock. That's your water system panel. And this little silver one right there, that one right there normally goes to the your landing gear cover. Little storage on the back. Take a key, lock it. I like locking everything a little bit more secure. Make sure it don't come over and flying down the road. It still can, but just to make sure. Plus make sure nobody jumps in there and hides. Some illegal wants to get from point A to point B. You don't have to do this, but I don't go in, but I do sort of open the door just to take a glance. That's the bathroom to the bunkhouse. And it's probably gonna be a purple key. So, yep. So there's my master. And there's the regular one. Pick that up, put that back in front. The reason I like to open up and go inside, that mic can be buffed out, but it's, I don't know, like a little faded. I don't think it'll hurt anything. The reason I like opening up, I don't go inside unless maybe there's some lights on or something like that. But I just like to, which we're not responsible for the inside. Now whenever I get to where I'm going, now they'll probably make a note of that right there. That little splash, backsplash, peeling back. But say like the chairs, they're up. Some of this stuff is gonna fall going down the road. The way these roads are, as bumpy as they are, it's gonna happen. But the reason I like sort of looking inside is that one that I delivered from my friend. That's paint. They grabbed hope that was paint. A little bit of paint still on my fingers. Maybe I can get that off, but anyway, let's lock this up. Yeah. There we go. Just make sure it's shut good. Make sure you pop out them little things right there off. That way they don't come off blowing down the road. Yeah. Wrong key. Wrong key again. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, these right here, they don't have a key. This is where your propane tanks are. By law, you cannot have that locked by a key. It has to be easily accessed, but just make sure your things and everything turn. But what I was getting at as far as the inside, and we'll wait on locking that door because that's where I got to put my battery. But well, I was talking about the inside, that one that I delivered for a friend. The guy at the dealership forgot to lock the shower door, and whenever I got there and delivered it, and it wasn't my fault, but the shower door had, I guess, was sliding back and forth, or fell off or something, and fell off into the floor, or I guess slamming back and forth whenever I stop and go, and it shattered it. And I mean, this was over $100,000 camper that they just bought. So they like I said, it wasn't my fault. I feel bad because I was the one pulling it, but it wasn't my fault. They called the dealership and got everything taken care of. Apparently this wasn't his first complaint that he had. The guy that inspected or done the walkthrough whenever they first bought it, not knowing stuff and all that kind of mess. So needless to say, he's not doing that part anymore. I think he still works there, but he's not doing that. But anyway, all right, we're gonna get off here and let me get my camera set up, and then I'll get y'all, show y'all hooking up. All right, guys, I just figure I'd do a little voiceover of everything I'm doing from now on, because I just had the camera set up and I was just hooking up, wasn't doing any talking or anything like that. So I just do a voiceover and explain basically what I'm doing. Right now, that's the battery compartment on this particular one. Some of them are on the passenger side. This one is right there in the nose of the belly. So getting my battery and everything put in, and basically there's my battery right there. I usually keep it in the back seat underneath my bed. And so I put that in there, and then here in a minute you'll see me go to the back of the truck. I got a little small toolbox, basically one of them little handheld toolboxes that I got put in that little insert. I got it bolted down to the bed, and I keep stuff like little small tools that I use when I'm hooking up, like my wrench, a little 9/16 wrench to tighten the battery terminals whenever I hook them up, and I keep stuff like air chuck and things like that in there. But yeah, that's all I'm doing right now, is just hooking the battery and everything up right now. There, I'm going back to get my wrench. What I do whenever I'm hooking up my battery, I always put my positive on first. then I put my negative on. The reason I do that is because if you put that negative on and for some reason that hot is touching a metal or something like that, and you can short something out in that camper, and I don't want to do that. So I always put my hot on first, then my negative. Whenever I'm unhooking, then I take my negative off first, then my positive. And right now I'm just lowering the landing gear. If you see me a while ago, it wasn't working, so the master power was off, so I had to go turn the master power back on. But basically, this camper, whoever dropped it, they must have raised it up after they dropped it, because this thing was sitting way too high. So I'm just lowering it down just to eyeball it, get it sort of level with my fifth wheel where I think it's going to be. So I pretty much got it where I want it. Now what I'm doing is letting that front door down. And the reason I do that is just in case whenever I'm backing up, nothing hits that door and crushes it or anything like that. So if you have a tailgate or anything like that, make sure, of course your tailgate's got to be down, but make sure that front door is closed. If you got any toolboxes on the side of your truck, since I have a flatbed, make sure all those are closed. And so basically now I'm back in the truck, and I'm pulling up and fishing, get ready to hook up. Now I don't have any kind of backup cameras on my truck. I just basically just do it by feel, by sight, just from experience. Now if you'll notice here in a minute, like I said, that little small toolbox, I do get out and just make sure that the kingpin is going to clear that toolbox, so that way I don't crush my toolbox. Now just get lined up, back up far enough. See, I get out, I just glance back there and make sure I'm going to clear it. Then I'll back up a little bit further to where I think where the kingpin's fixing to get ready to go to the fifth wheel. Then I stop again and I get out and just make sure that you're level, to that way you don't want to just back up under it and just completely pick the whole camper up, because if you do, then you're taking a chance of the camper rolling back and then sliding off and then bending the landing gear and all that stuff. Right there, it was just a little bit too low, so I raised it up just a hair. And then basically what I'm doing now is I don't have a lube plate mounted on my fifth wheel, so I just basically got one that I removed. So I'm unlocking my toolbox, getting it out, and then basically you can order them things off Amazon. Maybe one day I can get up to Elkhart, and I think you can have them welded on at Dan's for like $60 or something like that, unless it's done went up. But hopefully one day I can get up there and take it up there and let them just weld me on, so that way I don't have to worry about it no more. Plus you don't have to worry about forgetting it whenever you deliver and all that stuff. So I got that hooked up. Alright, I want y'all to notice, whenever I back up, listen. You notice I pulled back up. I knew it didn't catch, but I was just doing a little tug test to make sure, but it did not catch. And always make sure that that kingpin catches inside them jaws on that fifth wheel, because you do not want to back up that thing thinking that, hey, I'm hooked up, when you let your landing gear down and then you pull forward and then the whole thing drops. So always make sure that that thing catches. You can hear it. You can hear it click. And them jaws go forward and lock around that kingpin. So just get out. I heard it click. And then I noticed my arm went in, so right there I'm putting my little pin in to make sure that I can't pull my handle out. Now I'm looking underneath it, making sure that the jaws did wrap around. Alright, just give y'all a little bit another view. I'm backing up. See how it's just barely touching and it just barely picks it up. And then notice my handle. Notice how it went in. I've done a little tug test. Now I put my little locking pin in, make sure the handle can't come back out. You can actually put a padlock on it. I just do that. Just if you ever stop, get fuel or truck stop, sleep, whatever, always double check, make sure nobody removes your pin and pulls your fifth wheel, because people will do that, unfortunately. So now I'm just hooking up my electrical lines. There's my breakaway cable. I got my little carabiner on the side. Just hook it in there. Double checking my locks again. Make sure the jaw's wrapped around the kingpin. You can't never check that enough. Double check it, triple check it, quadruple check it. Just do it as much as you can. Now I'm letting the landing gear up. This landing gear right here has the legs that you pull a pin and they drop. So letting them up just a little bit, get the pressure off the ground, put the pressure on the truck. And then right there you see me squatting down to let them up. I always make sure that pin is fully seated all the way in there. You don't want them coming out, dropping out, going down the road and then bending them, tearing them up. And then especially whenever you're dropping, I always make sure they're in there really, really good, because you don't want to pull out and then it not be secured in there real good, and then the whole camper falls to the ground. Sometimes there's rocks and stuff on the pad of the fifth wheel. Knock them rocks off. You don't want them coming out or falling off going down the road and then busting somebody's windshield. Then so I got my landing gear up. What I'm doing now is I'm walking around the camper and making sure that my rear landing gear is up. It looked like it was down just a little bit, so I walked back there just to make sure. And now I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna raise the rear landing gear up just a little bit. Alright, so I got my landing gear up. Now let's get ready to pull forward. I'll give y'all another little angle whenever I'm pulling out too here in just a minute. Get it out of that tall grass. Like I said, a couple months ago I was up there and I was in that tall grass, and when I got bit by a spider or something, but messed my leg up pretty good there for a couple of weeks. Here I am just giving y'all another little angle. Basically the same shot as what you just saw. Alright, right here, here in just a second, I'm going to go ahead and just sort of fast forward it just a little bit, speed it up. Basically what I'm doing now is I'm fixing to get ready to torque down my lug nuts. Basically in that side toolbox right there, I keep my tag, I keep that fifth wheel lube plate, I keep my torque wrench. Right now I'm having to get my keys out of the truck so I can get my socket out. Normally I keep all my tools in that center toolbox right there, right behind the fuel tank. I keep all my toolboxes locked pretty much all the time, so haven't unlocked them. And then in a minute you'll see me walk back there. I had the wrong size socket, so I had to come back and get another. But basically I just go around, torque my lug nuts. On a travel trailer, sometimes the camper will actually give you a spec sheet and you have to torque that spec, and you have to actually sign it saying that you've done it. Some campers don't. They don't give you no spec sheet. Most of them are Jayco that does that. But usually if it's no spec sheet on a travel trailer, I torque it down to 100 foot-pounds, and then on a fifth wheel I torque it down to about 120 foot-pounds. So just going around torquing my lug nuts. Go around to the other side, and I come back around. You'll see me get my tag. I put my tags on, put my placards on, and then cut my lights, my flashes on, do another walk around, make sure all my lights are working and all that stuff. So get in a routine and stay with that routine. Don't change it up. Whatever works for you. You ain't got to do it my way. Just get your own little routine going. That way, whenever you go around and do all this stuff, then you're used to it, and so that way you don't forget to do anything, because that's the last thing you want to do, is forget to do something and then end up tearing something up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it just a little bit. We all hooked up and fitting the head out, so we just gotta pull around here to the gate and show them my paperwork, let them make sure I got the right unit and everything. So, and then we'll be heading on down the road. I don't hit none of these daggone blocks and stuff in the drive right here. Don't want no flat. Yeah, basically whenever you have to get hooked up and everything, then you just, whenever you pull up here to the gate, just stop at the gate, take your paperwork in there, she'll check the VIN number and just make sure everything's good to go. So, be back in just a second. Alrighty, we just pulling out here and get ready to head back down south. So, hopefully traffic won't be that bad. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that video. I hope so. Normally whenever I come up here, I come up here during at night and usually pick up. And this is one of the very, very few times that I've been up here and actually picked up when it's daylight out. So these brakes are really not that good on this thing. Maybe they adjust a little bit, but I figured I'd just give y'all a full little tour of hooking up. Give y'all a little bit of ride along through Goshen. Guys, I've been thinking about whenever everything picks back up. I haven't really decided yet. I don't think none of y'all have ever seen my cab over that I used to have, that I'd bought. And over about a 4-year time, I completely rebuilt it. It was an 87 Freightliner cab over. And, but sometimes I wish I still had it. I've sort of thought about getting another one. Maybe not a cab over, but maybe a single axle, I don't know. And then, I don't know. Maybe jump into multi-haul, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. There's advantages and disadvantages to it. Right over there to the right at the Walmart, there's a hauling tow. Hauling tow is basically you got a bed on the back of the truck, so you pull a camper up on the back of the truck, and then you can pull another one behind it. Multi-haul is you got a trailer and you can put 2 bigger size ones on there, 3 medium sizes, or you can put 4 or 5 little small ones on there. Basically pulling a 53-foot trailer. And that's sort of what I've been thinking about doing. A lot of people do it with a dually. I don't know if I want to put that much strain on this truck. I might go ahead and get me a trailer and start out with a dually, and later on get me a semi truck, because I do have a CDL. And but instead of investing money going out here and buying a brand new truck, pickup or dually, then I could probably find me a good semi cheaper. And it's going to be able to hold the strain more. You got bigger brakes, stuff like that. Normally them motors will last 2 or 3 times as long as what they would on a pickup. And there's cons to it also. Instead of just getting out there and hooking up one camper, then now you're having to load 2, 3, 4, and if it's real hot outside or freezing cold or snowing or raining or whatever like that, now you're out there 2 or 3 times as long hooking up and getting loaded up. Then another disadvantage is a lot of times in a pickup, whenever you're doing towaway single pulls, then whenever you get unloaded, say if you're close to the beach or close to a monument or something that you want to go see, well, it's easy to just take your pickup and pull in there like everybody else. If you're doing a haul and tow or multi-haul, it's kind of hard to do that with a big truck, and especially have a trailer on the back. So I don't know, just something I got to think about real hard. And I mean, there's more money in it, but at the same time, you're gonna be spending more money. Maintenance on a big truck is gonna be more expensive. Tires are gonna be more expensive. Brakes are gonna be more expensive. You're not gonna get as good a fuel mileage as what you would in a pickup. I just have to sit down and figure out if the pay will benefit all the extra cost. So I don't know. We just have to see. But tell me what y'all got. Tell me what you think. Any of you multi-haul guys out here, leave some info and everything. Somebody from Florida is calling me. I don't know who would be calling me from Florida. Oh well. They can leave a message if they want me to call them back. I hardly do answer numbers I don't recognize, because usually all you get is that spam junk. But yeah, if any of you guys do multi-haul, let me know how it is and everything. One thing I've been wondering too is, whenever you do multi-haul, and say if you have 3 or 4 campers on there, do they always go to the same place, or is it so like you got a couple of drops while you're en route to a place? Say you drop one at one dealership and you're going down the road, and drop another one and stuff like that, or do you just drop them all at the same place? I'll be interested to know that. Then another good advantage of it, some people don't do it. They just find it's I don't know, they say that you make more money instead of running around trying to get backhauls, trying to get cars, because cars really don't pay that much. And they say that they can just rush back to Indiana and pick up a camper or load up 2 or 3, and then you're getting paid more on campers than your cars. So I don't know. Let me know that too. I'll be interested in knowing how all that works. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up here for a minute and pay attention to all this traffic coming through, I guess, downtown Goshen. I guess got the college here and all these red lights, so I'm gonna pay attention to this. Just let y'all enjoy the ride. All right. Good morning. Well, we back, I guess, with a little last part of this video. And I guess as you can see me saying good morning, probably by the sound of my voice and look at my face, it's the next day. It's earlier this morning than it was yesterday morning. Like I said, I don't do mornings, but I wanted to try to get up here by the time they open and try to get this thing kicked off, so that way I can hurry up and get settled for this and then get on the load board and hopefully get something. I hope so. They done put a few things on there. There's some local stuff on there right now. Local meaning local up there, like Illinois, Michigan, stuff like that. I ain't going up there for no 200-mile, 150-mile trip. So this load right here, I got lucky and a guy did. I think it was around 12 o'clock. So as soon as I get settled up, then I'm just gonna stay on the load board and, like I said, hopefully get something. Hopefully get something pretty good. I hope. Anyway, it's only like 3 miles over here, but I was gonna go ahead and break down some stuff for y'all. Got doing about 65 miles an hour. I done real good in fuel. I done very good in fuel. Now up on 40 last night, just west of Nashville, they had a bad truck accident rollover, and so I sat in that traffic for probably 2 or 3 hours. Then after that, I was ready to get home. It was already late. It had already got dark. So I did get on it a little bit harder, and I think I was coming on back home. I think I bumped it on up to about 70. Other than that, I kept it about 65 all the way up there and all the way back to that accident. So normally when I go up there to Indiana and come back down here to Belden, I have a 36-gallon regular tank and I have a 100-gallon transfer tank, 136 gallons. Normally whenever I pull back into my driveway like I did last night, normally my light comes on by the time I'm coming in the driveway, or either it's coming on right now when next morning when I'm going to deliver. Right now, my big tank's empty, and I got a little bit over half a tank left in my pickup. So by doing 65 miles an hour versus 70, 75, I saved a little bit over half a tank. So you figure that's 15 to 20 gallons. I probably could have got a little bit better, so let's just say 20 gallons. 20 gallons times, I don't know, just say $4 a gallon. It's actually a little bit more than that, but just say $4. That's $80 I just saved, put in my pocket. Dang, there ain't nobody here. They better hurry up and get here. So I think that's real good. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here and we'll be back here in just a minute. I'll go over the rest of it. Alrighty, just went inside and gave him the paperwork. So, just waiting there, right here, inspecting this guy's unit next to me. So, get my neck. Anyway, but yeah, I think that was a big savings on fuel. So, normally, I would burn 130 gallons. Normally, whenever I get back home, on fuel used, it normally says 128 to 130. Like I said, normally whenever I pull in my driveway, my light's coming on, or either it came on this morning whenever I was, or in the morning when I come up here to deliver. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. But on this trip, I burned 113 gallons of fuel. So basically I saved about 15 to 17 gallons. I probably could have saved about 20, I imagine, if I wouldn't have had to sit in that accident and then got on it, just finished out coming on home. But I think I could have saved about 20 or more. That's pretty good. The way fuel prices are right now, an extra 80 bucks in your pocket, that's real good. Alright, we'll go over the numbers real quick, and let's see, let me figure one thing up. Give me just a second, guys. I forgot to figure this up. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, here's the numbers. Total miles. And that's from my house to Indiana and back to here. 1,314 miles. I use 113 gallons of fuel going up there and back. So just keep that in mind. A lot of people, they just put how far delivery, whatever. I always put home to home. So, like I said, I still got over a half a tank. Excuse me. But fuel here where I got fuel the other day, my local place I always get, is $4.25. It's actually $4.29, but I got an account there, so it gives it a little bit of a discount. It helps. But so $4.25 for me. I did fill my tank up before I left, but like I said, I still got a half a tank, a little over half a tank left. So if you figure up 113 gallons times $4.25, that's $480. So that's how much I burned going up there. It's how much fuel it cost me to go to Indiana and back. Alright. Rates are going down. Even for a fifth wheel. And I was thinking that being this was a bigger fifth wheel, it would pay more. But It's a light one. So, but paid $1.55 at 670 miles, came up to $1,038.50. That's what I grossed, minus $480 for fuel, and so I put in my pocket $558. So I don't think that's too bad. Being that rates come down, so $558 I put in my pocket for a 2-day trip. And yes, rates ain't good, but as you can see, you can make money. Old Travis. Old Travis right there, he's the he's sort of like the head honcho of the service department. He's a good guy and he knows his stuff. I used to work with him over at Sherman RV before Great American bought Sherman, and real good guy. Like I say, he knows his stuff. But anyway, that's pretty much it, and I hope y'all enjoyed this. So I'm thinking, yeah, hurry and get this delivered, and then they get my paperwork sent in. Hopefully I hurry up and settle up, and so I can get back on low board and hopefully find something. So anyway, I guess we'll talk to y'all later, and if y'all don't mind, hit that like, share, subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Let me know if y'all enjoyed this or not. So I noticed a lot of my other videos hadn't been getting a lot of views and stuff, so I don't guess y'all like that kind of content. But it seems like me getting out here and doing this, I get more views. So I try to give as much of that as I can. But alright, well, we'll talk to y'all later, and as always, be safe out there. Semper Fi.